Right, welcome back to a new episode. I've just done all this about 5 minutes ago, just to realise I didn't press record. Anyway, so back panel, it's in epoxy. I'm getting used to it. You know, my compressor runs at a different one, at a different pressure. I've got to sort out the needle. I've got to sort out what PSI I've got to spray out. I've got a couple of runs, you know, but all in all, it looks pretty good. So I'll let you have a look at it. So I've got a run there, but I can just cut those off. They're not too bad. It's where I've joined it up. I just need to sort out the pressure and the needle. I've got a little run there, and I've got a little run there. Other than that, they look pretty cool. You know, really I should have had that further back because it was difficult getting in there. But it looks alright. Oh, and I've got a little run there. It was a lot warmer yesterday. And also I wanted to point out that I've noticed that if you look, my line doesn't match up. So I'll have to sort that out. Matches up there. Doesn't match up there, so you know, it is what it is. We'll sort it out. And also what I had to do yesterday is that when I lined up the back panel with the Magnum repair panel, boot floor and that, and the valance, these never matched up, so I cut those yesterday and made sure they were sorted. So all I've got to do now is do the repair there, and that back panel's ready for painting. I'm moving on to this quarter panel now and see how much filler's in there, and we'll get that done. So the car is going to move over into that corner, push it as far over as I can. I need to get some epoxy on that. I'm going to epoxy all the car, the boot, the bonnet, the doors, and then the repairs. I'll do the repairs then. At least it's in epoxy, that. Right, I've been getting stuck into stuff, and I've nearly finished taking all the paint off the driver's quarter panel. So that's the off side of the car. There were no filler in it. So obviously that's where I've put a new section in, and that's where I put a new section in. So on this quarter panel, it's really nice. There's a little bit of rust at the top there. There's a little bit there, can you see it there? So I'm going to get some rust treatment in that. But there's some dents in the quarter panel, and the dents, so that whole quarter panel had been high builded after the original paint. So the original paints were there, and it had been high builded, the whole quarter panel, for a scratch that were there. Don't know why they've done that, but that's what I've found. So I've got the paint right back down, and there's 3 dents in an area that big. So when I've epoxied it, I can see where they are. And if you ever wonder, or if you're ever thinking, oh, I can't see the dents anymore, put some degreaser on it, you'll be able to see them again, because the degreaser sort of gives an effect of clear coat. So, but I know they're there, and you can feel them anyway. I'm not going to touch it because I don't want my hands on it. So I'll have to fill it down in that bottom corner and fill it down there. This is where it's had somebody else has put this sill in, not me, and I left it in. So I've just got to get the paint off up there, around there. Like I said, I want to get it in high, in epoxy as soon as possible, but when I put that rust treatment on, I'm going to have to leave it for a bit. I think it's like 24 hour. So what I'll do, I'll cover it up. But I know that the other side's full of filler, so hopefully I don't know how much filler's in it, but we'll soon find out when we get over there. So I've just got to get that off now, and then I'm going to degrease it and get some rust treatment up there. Right, that's the That's the quarter all stripped. Inside there, up at the top, rust treatment on it. I found another dent that's here somewhere. So I've got 3 dents there, 1 there, 2, 1, 2, 3. I've obviously got that repair to do, and there's 1 round here somewhere. I've welded up the holes that had the old wheel arch on, so that when I put my new wheel arch on, I'll go with where the new wheel arch goes. So tomorrow I just need to put some primer on it, because I need to allow that to take some do some work on it. And what I'll do, I'm going to cover that up, cover the bare metal up, and then when I come in to prime it, I'll just check it all, make sure there's no rust coming back. That took me about 4 hours to get off that. That was that primer was quite thick. I couldn't get it all off in there, so I've got it to the first coat, got all the stuff off. Oh, there's some, I need to get that rust there. So I'll come back when I've primed it. So I've got some rust protection on that. I've cleaned them all up, getting some rust stuff on it. I didn't take all the paint off, I didn't really need it. But I did that side. I've done that as well. Not right bright in here, but it's because that light's shining on us. That's probably the worst. But once that gets grips to it. Right, so now I'm gonna get some primer on this. I've had this like sheath and stuff on it because I've had to leave it 2 days now. So I've just got to clean that off up there, clean across here, that bit, and we're good to go. Oh, that's only been about 10 minutes. Look at how black it's gone already. So when I'm doing some primer on the car, I'll prime those 3 up at the same time. I think I'm going to wrap to that and wrap to that, and then just black that with some what do you call it, you know, the aerosol hammerite. Done the quarter panel now, so we've got some primer on the quarter panel, and it went a lot better than it did on the back panel where I got a couple of runs. So I've sorted out where I want my needle, I've sorted out where I want me you know, the PSI, what PSI I want to spray out, and it went a lot better. So let me show you. So it's had 3 coats, but where the repairs are, I've put 4. So when you're looking down here, when it's nice and wet, you can see where the dents are. You might not be able to see on camera, but I can see where they are on the camera. So I've got 1 there. Like I said, I've got 3 in that area. I've obviously got the repair there, and I've got the repair at the bottom. I've got those to put some filler in. Those have had some rust stuff in them, and I've put some primer on them. So that's ready now. I'll leave in that now, and I'm going to work on the other side of quarter panel. But that looks nice. That's sprayed nice, and I only used about 3.5 of paint, where on that one I used about 6. It's probably where I got my run from. My gun weren't set up properly for that paint. You know, it's all about trial and error, and I've done my errors on that one, and then I've got it perfect on that. So I'll do the exact same on the other side of the car. I've been editing the videos and I've been noticing the weld line here. Now when I look down the side, when I look from the camera to here, it looks like that is further in than that. But when you look down here, I think it's just my weld line. But that profile on that is not the same as this. This has got like a curved, and that's more flat. been looking at it when I've been editing the videos. Anyway, when you look down there, it's pretty flat, is that? So it's not as if they're at two different levels like that. Yeah, it were bugging me that I were editing some videos and I were thinking that looks like it's further in than that, but they're not. It's just where I've cleaned off the weld. You know, it was one of my earlier ones. They're not that good, but I just thought I'd mention that. It was bugging me a little bit, that. So I was thinking, well, when I'm filling it, if it's too far in. Anyway, I'm going to mask this up now, and then I'm going to get the car over here. Right, car's over this side at garage now. Took the masking off. Some of the paint's coming off there, so whoever did it last time didn't prep it right well. But I've just had a look around, and this quarter has a lot of filler in it. So the other side, yeah, there's a couple of dents, there's more repairs to do. I'll just take you in and we can have a look at how much filler's in this. So I've got a bit of grinding to finish off because I haven't done it all properly. I haven't fully grinded any of my welds off and that. Let's have a look. So I'm just doing this. You can see my grind line there. I've got all that to clean up, not done any of that, and that's the filler line. That's pretty thick, that. So, and you see it there. They're the welds from when I did the wheel arches, so they need grinding back. But look at how thick. I don't know whether you can see that on camera, but I'm going to say that's what, nearly 2 mil thick. You can see it here. So I've just got to take all that off and get it in epoxy. It's fitted, that aerosol's crap, but it's done its job. You know, the aerosol one pack stuff, it's done its job for what I needed it to do. Just to put it over the bare metal, but it's all coming off. Like inside there, that all needs cleaning up. That's where the paint's flaked off, where I've been masked up. So that's bare metal, that. But we're going to take it off. This side isn't as bad as the other side. All inside there, we're all cracking. We've got some strange masking up on there. But we're going to take it off anyway. See it all cracking off there. A lot of the time that's what happens when you use one pack, it becomes brittle and it doesn't even look like it's been rubbed down. So let's get it stripped. People ask me why am I taking all the paint off. There's a really good reason. You see that? There's rust underneath the filler. So that filler's been put onto bare metal. Now if you notice what I'm doing, I'm epoxying it and then I'll apply the filler over the epoxy. Stopping there now because that's took me so long to get that filler off that I've run out of time. I'm up to here, so I've stripped everything off that quarter panel. I've just got to do the door frame now. So there's a crease across here which you can see, and there's a crease here. I think the car's probably been sideswiped or something like that. Minor down, it's very minor is that. And there's like a high spot. Whether I've done that with welding, I don't know, but that just needs tapping in a little bit because it's got like a high spot right there. Other than that, looking good. I've just got to carry on getting it out of all there and get it ready. So we carry on tomorrow. Right, I'm coming to an end on this video now. That's it. We've got the quarter panel in some primer now, so it's you can see the crease there now. So when I come up here, we can what do you call it? We can fill over that. I just prep that epoxy and put the filler over the top. And then hopefully I won't get any rust underneath the filler. So we'll see. But that's what it's supposed to do. So I'm going to mask that up now, and I've got the front end to do. So I've got the two wings, scuttle and the front panel. So the only green paint left is on the where the windscreen is. And then obviously I've got paint on the roof, haven't I? So I don't know what I'm going to do after I've done the front end, because I have to lower the car. So I'm going to have to take the car back off the spit and put it back on that plaque that I have, like crate thing. Right, I hope you enjoyed this episode. We're moving around the car quite quickly now, and I hope you join me for the next one. Thanks for watching. Cheers.